Honeybee, I'm going to stay in bed today. I just don't have much energy.
Hello? Anyone home?
Oh, come in, Amira. What perfect timing.
Sorry to come by so early. I heard you were feeling poorly, Hazel.
How could you have heard that?
Well, I try to make a house call at least once a month. I'm sorry I haven't been by more recently. Here's some medicine for Hazel.
Thanks.
It will make her more comfortable. There's not much more we can do, I'm afraid.
What? You're just... giving up?
That's not fair. I've tried referring her to the best specialists and research trials, but she refused them all. Anyway, I need to get back to the clinic. Hazel, get some rest.
I will. Don't worry. Tara's taking good care of me. Oh, don't be mad at Amira, Honeybee. She's right. I decided to enjoy the time I had left, rather than be strapped to a bed with tubes coming out of me. I'm grateful that I've had the strength to teach you what I can. I am not afraid of what comes next. Don't let that mayor ever give you trouble, Honeybee. Oh, he's worried he might lose the next election. And then he'll have to move out of the mayor's mansion, and his fancy wife might hop the next ferry back to Milkwater. She's certainly the smarter of the pair. She's a bit of a hard nut to crack, though. Maybe you'll have better luck.
It's important that everything we put in the body be healthful to keep us in peak condition for climbing the mountain. But an occasional indulgence isn't bad. If you're craving something sweet, visit Angus's bakery. He only uses fresh ingredients.
Your dad was the one who ran the bar, right? What did your mom do when your parents still lived here?
She set up a pharmacy where Amira's clinic is now. Some folks didn't take her seriously at first, seeing that she wasn't from Fairhaven or a doctor. But you only disrespect Kaya and Timbu Haas once before you learn never ever to do it again.
I was supposed to go back home for my family's Lunar New Year dinner a few weeks ago. My mom's side makes a whole thing out of everyone coming home. But I didn't want to deal with it this year.
If only Dad could see the work you're putting in on Hazel's farm. He and Thomas used to help her with the harvest after your grandfather passed away. She'd always tell them she didn't need any help, but they wouldn't take no for an answer.
It's so nice that you came back here to be with Hazel. She reminds me a lot of my abuela. Of course, she doesn't seem like she'll smack you with a chancla for talking during her novelas, but other than that...
Going surfing today, Kai?
No way, brah. Look out there. It's totally flat. Can't wait to get some hurricane swell in the fall.
Have you met Violet and Sebastian? They're the sweetest kids, and way too independent given their age. Since Gloria disappeared, I give them as much free food as they want, but I don't want to mother them too much.
I ran into Natalia at the diner, and she asked me to vet her dating app profile. I did my best, but I don't understand why anyone bothers with dating apps. I've never used them. And even if I wanted to, they don't cater to queer women.
Oh, quick! Oh, yeah! Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, woohoo! Is it time for bed?
Honeybee, can we chat for a moment before you go out for the day?
Sure, Grandma.
I want you to know I've left you the farm in my will. I already spoke to Arthur about it, and he understands. Farm life was never for him. I don't want you to feel obliged if you'd rather return to your old life in the city. But tell me, do you want to stay on after I'm gone?
Grandma, you're not giving me the farm. You're going to get better.
Oh, Honeybee. That's just not the case, I'm afraid. It's better to be prepared. I'm glad that's settled then. I'll have Otto finish the paperwork.
Morning. Brought you some groceries.
Oh, let me get you some money.
Oh, don't you dare. It's the least Parker and I could do.
Thank you, Lena, dear. You will look after Tara for me, won't you? I've done what I can to get her ready to take my place here, but She'll need a guiding hand.
I will. Well, I better let you rest.
Give my love to Marcus when you see him. Honeybee, I'm so glad you came here. Even if your circumstances weren't the best. What with you...
Losing my fiance and my job in the same week? Yeah. But I tried to make the best of it. We had dozens of these miniature champagne bottle wedding favors, and it was too late to take back the deposit on the cake. So I had all of my girlfriends over for a champagne and cake unengagement party. I even wore my dress.
Now that's the right spirit. I wish I'd been there. I bet it was a ball.
Well, I may have gone to the bathroom to cry once or twice, but yeah, it was great.
Straight up, this is just what I needed. You're the best. Some people might not like having their shop right by the school, with all the noise from the kids, but I like being able to peek over and see Sebastian through the windows, just to check in on him.
Hiya, Shelby. Bruno gave me a rod. Thought I might try my chances at the lake.
You'll do better if you aim where they're going to be. No point going where they were.
New girl, want to join me for coffee? Sophia's slop chips are lekker.
You got anything stronger than coffee? It's already been a day.
Not here, my bruh. But, you can come by the bar later if you like. I'll be honest, I'm getting sick of the night out life. I remember when I was a kid, getting ready for school in the mornings, while my pa snored on the couch. He used to sleep there so he wouldn't wake my ma up when he got in. I don't want my kids to have that kind of relationship with me, you know? Not that I'm ready for kids, but, you know, someday.
I understand.
Well, thanks for letting me ramble.
Hey, do you like seitan?
Excuse me?
Seitan, like the meat substitute?
Oh, that stuff. It does taste pretty good now that you mention it. Why, have you suddenly gone vegan?
No. But I was thinking maybe Thomas will stop giving me the stink eye if I sell some chickenless nuggets too.
Do you care what he thinks?
No way. I just don't want to lose sleep over petty drama. The real problem here is that I don't have any wheat gluten. If you and Hazel are growing wheat this spring, could I have some?
For money?
Haven't you heard of paying in exposure? Joking. I'll pay you, of course. If you need wheat seeds, I think Lena sells them.
Hey, this looks like a key to the next level. It's locked tight. Oh yeah! Should I go to bed?
Morning. Brought you some firewood, Hazel.
How kind of you, Thomas.
I'll just, go somewhere else.
Lena told me you've been a bit under the weather.
I have. But Tara's been doing a pretty good job taking care of the farm, wouldn't you say?
I suppose. Hazel, I just wanted to say thank you. After my dad passed, you and Robert were there for us. I have never forgotten it.
Oh, it was the least we could do. Most things I picked up watching your dad in his garden.
He was right about most things when it came to farming. Hard as it was for me to admit. He was just so stern and impossible to please. Well, I'll be on my way.
So how long's the farm been in your family, Thomas?
My dad used to come over on the ferry to work in the mine after the harvest was done for the year. One day, Hazel mentioned the land was for sale. Mom wasn't too sure about leaving our family and community back in Milkwater, but once she saw the view, she knew Dad had found something special.
Ouch! Ah!
Ooh, is everything okay, Natalia?
Ugh, I just smashed my thumb with my hammer. I don't know why I ever thought I could do this. I was an insurance claims adjuster. Sat behind a desk my whole life.
Oh, tell me the truth. Would you deny your own claim right now, based on the thumb owner's negligence?
Ow, don't make me laugh. I'll drop my hammer again. And yes, I suppose I would have to deny this claim. Oh, thanks for letting me vent some steam. Speaking of which, I better get back to my forge. Look, I know coming to Fairhaven was the right choice for me. Maybe someday I'll tell you that story. It's hard for me to even believe it sometimes. Heard Messenger Cameron say he's having a hard time keeping up his stock of pamphlets. That must mean that his message is really getting popular in town.
Do you ever go by Damon's pub, Vanessa?
Oh, I step in on occasion, but Otto really prefers to spend quiet evenings at home.
Really? Well, what about like a girls' night out?
Well, no one's ever invited me to one, to be honest. I guess it could be fun.
My abuela accidentally taped over the video of my 5th grade talent show with one of her novelas once.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That must have been upsetting.
Not at all. Not to shade my 10-year-old self, but that performance did not need to be saved for posterity.
Have you ever lived anywhere other than Fairhaven?
Not for very long. I did commute back and forth to the city for a year, though. I was taking a business management class. The city wasn't for me, but it did give me the chance to meet Parker, so I'm grateful to it for that.
I heard Hazel's been feeling worse. Are you doing okay?
I think so. It's hard, honestly. Because I'm the only one who lives with her. Like, what if she falls? Wow, that just popped out of me. I didn't even realize I was afraid of that.
Giacomo used to say I had that effect on people. They tell me all their worries. Well, I don't mind.
Oh, what a good purr.
Oh, you know who's single? Messenger Cameron. He's the greatest guy. Well, Francis isn't a fan, but he's probably a wee bit jealous because I ramble on about the Consciousness Center all the time. And then I'm like, Francis, Cameron doesn't even play for our team. You don't have to be so catty about the league. And then he gets mad because I said he was being catty.
Oh, am I ready for bed?
Who is that outside, dear?
It's Vanessa?
I don't have the energy for her. Tell her I'm asleep.
Good morning, Tara. I just wanted to bring some cupcakes for your grandmother.
She's asleep, but I'll take them.
Wonderful. I made them myself. I'm not the best baker, but I tried.
Oh, these look delicious, Vanessa. Thank you.
You're welcome. I would have bought cupcakes from Angus, but I wanted to show that I really do care. By the way, I'm not just here because I'm the mayor's wife. When I was in high school, my best friend got sick. Also cancer. I supported her as much as I could. But it wears on you, being a caretaker.
Did your friend recover?
Her name was Amy. And she didn't, no.
I am so sorry.
It's all right. It was a long time ago. In any case, I'm here if you want to talk. And now I'll be going. I don't want to wear out my welcome.
Huh. Grandma, did you hear that?
What? I was just resting my eyes.
And you said it was only pretend. I'll leave you be. Grandma, I'm sorry I didn't visit more over the years. I always meant to come by or call or...
Oh, you were stuck in the middle of a generational spat. Can't blame you for not wanting to get on the wrong side of Arthur's temper.
He didn't have a right to keep us apart. We lost so many years that we could have spent together.
Anger makes folks do things they regret, honeybee. He was sore at me for not telling him your grandpa was sick. But I was just following Robert's wishes. Robert didn't want Arthur to come and fuss over him. Can't imagine why not. I love being fussed over.
Well, I'm going to fuss away then. It's just a broom.
Hi, Tara. I hope you don't mind me hanging around here.
Not at all. Hey, where'd you get that hammer?
Oh, it was my great-grandfather's, but it was kept for many years by... I guess we'll call her a friend of the family. Wish I had it when I was younger to fend off bad dates.
Dating is terrible, and being engaged to the wrong person is even worse.
Yeah, I thought I heard from someone that you were engaged before. Well, look, a lot of folks come here looking to start over. You'll work things out. I'll admit, I gave up on finding love long ago due to my poor luck. But ever since I came here, my luck's been looking up in other ways. Maybe it's foolish, but I'm feeling hopeful.
Hey, this looks like a key to the next... Hey, this looks like a key to the next level. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Should I go to bed? Grandma, how did you find out you were a witch?
Oh, my Aunt Vivian was in the coven, of course. She used to have all these boarders come and go from a house she owned in town. Turns out they were visiting witches, come to see our wellspring for themselves. Although I think a few may have just been coming to see Aunt Viv, now that I think of it.
This may sound funny, but the bar stool on the far left is my favorite. That's where Giacomo sat the first time he walked into my diner 15 years ago. He and Marcus, Lena's father, were supposed to be talking about something serious. Oh, but Giacomo only had eyes for me.
I have the wheat you wanted. Better get that meatless grinder going. Or, whatever you use to make Satan.
Oh, yes. Give me a day to make it, then drop by my store for some fresh seitan. And in the meantime, fair wages for fair work. I tried giving Amira some lobster I caught as like a thank you for always fixing me up when my knife skills are not on point. But it turns out she's allergic to shellfish. Smooth, Kim. Real smooth.
Aw, who's a good kitty? I'm all out of strength. I could.
Some folks in town are afraid of the woods. I try to ease their minds about it, but it's no use. Hard to reason with irrational fear.
Mom's always going on about curfew. Oh, but please, I couldn't get in trouble on this island if I tried.
I don't tell my folks back home that I joined the League of the Conscious Mind. My mama worked all week, but she still dragged me and my brother to church every Sunday. She would not be pleased.
I gather that my grandma doesn't think much of the Consciousness Center either.
Yeah, well, that's Hazel. I get it. If I were her age, I wouldn't want to hear life lessons from some young newcomer either.
Juliet's like always staring at Sebastian. Then, the minute he looks at her, she looks away.
Can I ask you something? Did your grandma remember who you were when you saw her?
Of course. Why?
Oh. It's just, my grandpa doesn't remember me when we go visit him. Or sometimes he thinks Emmy is my mom.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's just silly. Emmy doesn't even look like my mom.
I know it's not technically Otto's fault that my dad isn't mayor anymore, but sometimes I think I should just move my shop so it isn't right next door to town hall. Having to watch him do his self-important walk by my windows every morning is tough.
Hazel is a dope old lady. You're lucky having a grandma like that.
What? Not a big fan of your own grandparents?
My mom's parents died when I was little, and my dad's parents can't visit much because of visa problems.
Oh. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Nah, it's cool. Hazel's the communal grandma.
Oh, Parker's so supportive of me, so I try to support him too. But out of all the hobbies he could have taken up, he had to pick the League of the Conscious Mind?
What? You don't like it?
No, it's not that. It's just, I don't trust people who tell you that you're the only obstacle between yourself and true happiness. Yum, this looks great, Tara.
So, how many IPAs do you have on tap?
Just a few. I want all my customers to be happy, but IPAs are a real drain pour, if you ask me.
Wow, this really isn't the city.
You should come out on my boat some afternoon, Tommy.
No one's called me Tommy since I was a kid. Besides, I can't watch someone while they're fishing. Makes me sick and heart sore.
Your dad never said no to an afternoon of fishing.
Here's Tara. Ask her instead.
Don't go changing the subject. Now, why don't we just make it happen? You sure you want a simple fella like me to have this? Damon's let me stay on his couch when I've been in my cups a bit more than I should. His place is nice and all, but he's got chicken bones everywhere. No wonder Kim's butcher is always out.
I am all I could make or buy some food. Am I ready for bed? Well, did Grandpa or Dad ever suspect you were a witch, Grandma?
Well, there was that one time a potion went awry. Oh, stank up my sanctum something terrible. Luckily, Robert was out in the shed at the time and didn't hear the blast it made.
Oh! Oh, quick!
and Lena were friends when you were younger, yes? Would you say you know her well?
Not really. It was so long ago, and we were just kids then.
Funny. My best friend Amy, I feel like if we could see each other again tomorrow, it would be just like old times again. But I guess I'll never really know.
Hi, kitty. Oh, gotcha! Is it, It is a recipe! I'm sleepy.
Oh, I remember the first time Arthur brought you to see me. You were so tiny, with those big green eyes. Enjoy perfecting your craft, honeybee, but mind that you don't forget about your regular life. Enjoy time with your friends. Maybe find someone special. There's magic in the little things, too.
Thomas's sister keeps setting him up on dates, but none of them seem to work out, which is disappointing. For him, I'm sure, but also for me. I've told him a few times that our relationship ended in high school, and there's not going to be a second act. I'm married. I'm just not sure how much he hears me on that.
I heard a very good question from one of our members recently. They asked, Messenger, I climb and I climb until there are blisters on my feet. Why can't I reach the pinnacle? And I told them, why, it is only when the blisters are on your mind instead of your feet will you truly arrive.
Thank you! It's good to see someone engaging with the community notice board. Well, hello there, Tara. I heard that you gave Damon a hand with his new happy hour promotion.
Yes, I know I'm new here, but it's nice to help small businesses when I can.
Huh. I had rather hoped your farm would be a healthier influence on the community. Organic produce and the like.
So, why did you pick Fairhaven, Shelby? Had you ever been here before?
No, not in this life at least. I was living in the city like you. Stayed too long, to say the least.
Amira, do you have bags under your eyes? Your skin is so perfect, I didn't think that it could manifest bags.
Ah, you can tell that I was out late last night. I have a friend I go see some nights, and when it's good, it's very good. But we're very similar, so when it's bad, one of us always ends up storming out. Last night it was me.
Hey there, kitty.
Hey,
How's farm life treating you, City Mouse?
It's, wearing me out, to be honest.
Then don't forget to stop in at my place. I've been working on spring cocktail flavors.
Oh, man, the pollen is killer today, and not in a good way. I'll be glad when it's summer and I can give my inhaler a vacation.
I didn't know you had asthma.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as when I was a kid. My mom used to hover over me every time I sneezed.
Whoa! Got one.
Hazel was so excited you were coming, it's all she could talk about. Why have I never seen you before now?
Oh, my dad and grandma had a falling out. It's kind of a long story.
Hey, say no more. I know what it's like to be estranged from family. Well, I'm glad that they patched things up.
Time for bed.